The fentanyl crisis continuing to devastate families across America. And now it could be showing up in your kid's Halloween candy bag. Health officials are raising concerns about brightly colored fentanyl pills that are being found in packaging that looks like candy. 2 men arrested after selling rainbow-colored fentanyl pills inside candy boxes like Nerds and Skittles. And DEA officials believe it's the cartel's way to target children as young as middle school. Even top Democrat leaders like Chuck Schumer are sounding the alarm.
This is a picture of real fentanyl. These are sweet tarts. And if you opened up this little container of sweet tarts, it would look about the same. That's what the drug dealers are doing. They say, oh, this will give you a great high, and it looks innocent. So the kids are far more likely to take it. And Halloween is coming up, and, you know, this is the kind of time where kids are involved with candy and all kinds of other things, so it's really bad, really worrisome, really dangerous.
You know, Brian, we've got a fentanyl-related death in this country every 9 minutes. And you've got Chuck Schumer over there, you know, sounding the alarm. Isn't he sounding the alarm? I mean, I'm happy he's talking about it. Shouldn't he be sounding the alarm with the White House? Shouldn't the White House be talking about the fact that this is happening, or would it be too dangerous?
Absolutely. He wants to rip from the headline. People can relate to that and say, hey, look, it looks like Sweet Tarts, looks like Skittles, it looks like Nerds. If you really cared, you would actually be saying China to cartel, cross the border into your bedroom, into your living room, into your dorm room. That's what he would say if he really cared. This is not hard. What also I think is noteworthy is they're not looking to get an addict. They're not looking to get a long-term customer. They're looking to kill. So if there's someone's looking to kill you, why do you need a second source? Stop it. We know exactly how it's done. Great progress was made last term with the different president. Now, it didn't eradicate the problem, but it certainly helped the problem.
And, you know, Jesse, the truth is, it is an undeclared war by China against American children. And if they cared, the president would stop the inflow or the influx of the fentanyl dealing that's coming through the southern border.
But the president's compromised by the country that's declared this drug war on us. He could launch a cyber attack on the Chinese. That's what I would do. If they're going to declare a drug war in America, I'd launch a cyber attack because that's how serious it is. You can make so much money off of fentanyl on the street. You get a kilo of fentanyl, $4,000 wholesale. On the street, you could make $1.2 million. Cocaine and heroin, meth, you can't even make close to that on the street. And you can't train these drug-sniffing dogs at the DEA to sniff it out because it'll kill the dogs. How are you supposed to train them to do that? So it's such a small amount to smuggle. They bring it in Hunts Point over here. They bring it in produce, and then they take it, they bring it to these Dominican migrants in apartments that are all lab-coated up, masks and gloves, and then they pill it up in plastic, and then they distribute it. It's very hard to detect.
You know, Dana, I mean, young children now going out to trick-or-treat, I mean, basically parents have a decision to make. You don't let your kids get that candy. It doesn't mean the person giving it out is intending to harm.
You throw away all the Nerds and the Sweet Tarts.
That's the end of it, Jesse.
Or,
Go ahead, Dana.
or you decide there's not going to be massive Halloween parading. There's going to be small groups with families that we know. We're going to do this in our backyard, and that's how, or in our basement,
Sounds
and that's
like
how we're going to do it. I don't understand. So 300 people a day. 300 Americans a day are dying. Do you remember what did we do when COVID was killing 300 people a day? We shut down the entire economy. So it's amazing to me that we don't have an emergency cabinet meeting called by the President of the United States. It says, all right, I'm calling a meeting on Thursday at 8 a.m., and I want every one of you to come in here with 2 ideas for how we're going to deal with this fentanyl crisis and put it out there and let people know about it. Also, where's the emergency effort to get the word out to the national media? The DEA, I think that they're doing as best that they can. They have a one pill can kill initiative. They're doing their best, but you should. I would, if I were president of the United States, I would take the full force of my cabinet and say, "This is what we are doing. We're doing it on Thursday. You better be there and don't be late."
You know, Sharon, China does not have a drug problem. I understand.
No, because they're too busy sending it to the Western world.
No, because their punishment is death.
It's death.
Literally.
And
so what's going on in the UK?
It's at the UK too. You have people selling it to school kids that wait outside schools. It's It's everywhere there, too. But the thing is, these people who are caught selling it should be put in jail for life. They should be sent away for life. Because when you're a dealer, you are killing people. So you're a murderer. You should be sent away for life. And, you know, you can get it on the dark web. I know I've fought drugs my entire life with my family. I know what it does to people. But this has there's never been anything like this. This is instant death.
Because they don't want to get you hooked. They want to kill you. And, Judge, I'll say this. You could have had a Republican standing right next to Chuck Schumer. I mean, we have a unified as president. I don't know if you saw the inaugural. That would be an opportunity to get people on the same side to fight the same fight.
But then look at people in the Senate. Don't tell me that they don't have family members that are addicts.
Excuse me, the president?
Oh, yeah.
So,
Hunter Biden.
So you would think the first thing, I know what it does to the family. It destroys the family. And usually the person doing it dies. So why aren't they doing something about it? It's definitely the Chinese wanting to destroy the Western world. And the government cannot, all the governments cannot allow it.
It's their opium war on us.
Oh, true. And instead, the government is trying to gin up hate about the Braves. You got to change your name. Otherwise, you know, they looking to divide us when that's another issue. Anyway, up next, American taxpayers better brace yourselves. We just learned the true cost of Biden's student debt giveaway, and it's truly outrageous.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.